The White House in Washington has reignited an aggressive campaign to expand mining across public lands in the western United States, triggering a wave of environmental, legal, and tribal opposition. The administration's drive, described by critics as a shock and awe strategy, seeks to supercharge domestic production of coal and critical minerals by fast tracking projects and overturning protections put in place during the Biden era. The initiative, officials say, is about securing America's position in a rapidly evolving geopolitical landscape where minerals like lithium, antimony, and rare earth elements are critical to the nation's technological and military edge. But conservationists argue the approach sacrifices environmental safeguards, public input, and indigenous rights in pursuit of short-term supply gains. In March, the president signed an executive order directing federal agencies to inventory mineral-rich public lands and prioritize them for development. The Interior Department followed by proposing to cut environmental review periods for certain mining projects to 30 days or less. One such review, to reopen a Utah uranium and vanadium mine, is slated to be completed in just 2 weeks. The administration also added 20 hard rock and coal projects to the Fast 41 infrastructure dashboard, increasing transparency and signaling accelerated permitting timelines. On Capitol Hill, Republicans are advancing a reconciliation bill aimed at reversing Biden-era mining bans, including protections around Minnesota's boundary waters and New Mexico's Rio Grande tributary. Interior Secretary Doug Burgum defended the moves in a March interview, stating, "We're not solving global environmental problems by offshoring mining. We're creating dangerous dependencies." The administration's rush has reignited long-standing environmental concerns. Legal analysts warn that expedited reviews could run afoul of the National Environmental Policy Act, NEPA, the Endangered Species Act, ESA, and tribal consultation requirements. Critics argue the company is operating on a decades-old plan that doesn't cover rare earth mining. Internal communications obtained through FOIA suggest unpermitted activity on parklands. But the company's attorney, Kerry Shapiro, insists their rights are valid and that the Coliseum mine site is compliant with federal laws. Mining advocates argue that the current U.S. permitting system, often taking over a decade to approve a single project, is unsustainable in an era of geopolitical competition. Whether you're for or against a project, the government needs to be able to make a decision, said Zan Fishman of the Bipartisan Policy Center. Endless permitting timelines benefit no one. Perpetua Resources, developer of the Stibnite Gold Project, which will produce antimony, claims its project will also clean up legacy pollution and restore habitat for fish like Chinook salmon. The company says its inclusion in the Fast 41 process will ensure both oversight and accountability. Eric Robinson, Skillings.net.